Welcome everybody to a look at a limited edition release from Indicator that was released in 2025, and it is 1934's Little Man What Now. So this is directed by Frank Borzage, who also did Desire, and this is a drama clocking in at 98 minutes long. Stars the likes of Margaret Sullivan, who was also in The Shop Around the Corner, as well as Douglas Montgomery, who was in the 1939 version of The Cat and the Canary, and finally Alan Hale, who was in It Happened One Night, The Adventures of Robin Hood, and They Drive By Night. So in Depression era Germany, Hans and his pregnant wife Emma struggle to keep their heads above water. Their situation is complicated when Hans' boss, who believes him to be a bachelor, demands that he marry his daughter. So he believes he's a bachelor because he's not a boss that hires married men, and that's purely because he's trying to find a husband for his daughter. So yeah, thanks to the excellent two leads whose chemistry and love for one another are utterly infectious, this drama manages to be completely charming and engaging throughout, while also succeeding at being thematically weighty. The supporting cast is also good, the pacing is on point, it is well shot, the plot is well structured, there are some laughs throughout, and the production is overall solid. So yeah, this is a really wonderful pre-code drama, because this was released before the Hays Code came in. So it does feel genuinely realistic and down to earth in a lot of ways, without any of the nonsense that would come in with the Hays Code and such. So yeah, there's the disc. We do have reversible sleeve artwork with the original poster on there. I'm not sure who's done this new artwork. Doesn't seem to say. But yeah, it is nice new artwork, no doubt about that. And we also have the booklet as well. What I believe is a promotional shot on the front and the director on the reverse. And inside the booklet, you get your cast and your crew, and then we also get Blood in the Air by Rick Burren from 2025. And then we get Here's What's Wrong with the Movies by Sonia Lee from 1933. So that's basically it's saying that Frank Borzage was one of 4 directors alongside Ernst Lubitsch, Mervyn LeRoy, and Cecil B. DeMille, who were invited by the Motion Picture Magazine's Sonia Lee to tell readers what's wrong with the movies in 1933, offering a proto-autorist position of the director's supremacy over studio underlings. Then we also have The Lady Who Laughed at Hollywood. That's by Wilbur Morse Jr. from 1934. So this is an unusual profile of Margaret Sullivan, referred to by her nickname of Peggy, and addressed to a fictional Priscilla by journalist, studio publicist, and occasional screenwriter Wilbur Morse Jr., who documents her early life, her Broadway success, her brief marriage to Henry Fonda, and her rise to Hollywood stardom, along with her tempestuous nature and indifference to her newfound fame. So yeah, get plenty of shots of Sullivan. We get a shot from them in the film as well, but we also get a shot of Sullivan herself, and yeah. And then we get a black and white version of the poster, as well as about the presentation. So it was sourced from Universal's HD remaster. The film's original mono soundtrack was remastered at the same time. And it looks and sounds perfectly fine. It's nothing mind-blowing, but it is still decent enough. So yeah. As per usual with Indicator, a really rather nice in-depth booklet there. And then we have extras on the disc as well. So it has been a 2K restoration as well, even though it is only in 1080p and on Blu-ray. It's delivered in the aspect ratio of 1:37:1 as well, and it is in black and white. So yeah, we've also got The Fragility of Hope from 2025, clocking at 24 minutes long. So that's an in-depth discussion of Little Man What Now, and director Frank Borzage by critic and film programmer Jeff Andrew. Then we've got A Ray of Hope, also from 2025, clocking in at 19 minutes long. And that is an appreciation of Margaret Sullivan's relatively brief but significant acting career by critic Furza Wakefield. Then we've got the original Spanish language theatrical trailer, image gallery, script gallery, so that's a complete dialogue and continuity script, as well as new and improved English subtitles for the deaf and hard of hearing. And yeah, limited edition of 3,000 copies for the UK. So yeah, I'm not sure whether or not this is sold out or not, because I did get this late last year, so it perhaps probably hasn't. But again, like I've said in previous Indicator reviews of their films, it's a real shame that so many of their films, even though they're a very limited amount that are put out there in either limited edition or otherwise, don't seem to sell all that much in certain regards when it comes to specific films. So yeah, it's a great deal of a shame, but this is a fantastic film. It gets 4.5 out of 5 from me, and yeah, it is well worth seeing, especially for a pre-code drama where they weren't restricted by stringent rules and such. So yeah, highly recommend seeing it, and it's definitely one of my favourite 1930s films out there. But nonetheless, if you have seen Little Man What Now, I'd like to hear your thoughts on it. But thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.